Hello everyone, I'm the Gnome, and I'm back with my good friend Roots to have a little bit more of Wonder. And believe it or not, something actually happens in this episode, in which I finally find out how to transform into a Ponzi elf or a griffin. Yes, being griffin, pretty awesome. So we'll be going on to that a little bit, maybe fast forward kind of on the journey there, as it does take a while. And journey's probably a good word for it, because this game does feel Journey-esque. Journey was released for the PlayStation Network last year, 2012, and won many critics' Game of the Year. It was a kind of sedate online multiplayer, and also you could play it as single player adventure. And it feels like Wander's trying to fit in that same niche. Now my plan is to just go inland. I was considering seeing if trees can swim, or even if they can float. And we all know what will happen if the tree weighs the same as a duck. It means he's a witch. So it's just me and Roots trumbling along. Music is actually quite nice in this game. I feel bad doing my awful singing over it. And we'll get to see some of the kind of textures up close for the plant life and the trees. So whereas Journey was based in the desert, we've got a very kind of rich greenery feel to Wander. And that kind of takes a little bit more processing power than a load of sand. Just really was just sand other than just one pixel. Copy, paste over and over and over again. I have no idea if that's how it's actually done. I also get lost a little bit because I decided to spin around because I think it'd be funny. And it's at this point I kind of got reminded of the film Predator. You've got some soldiers running around the woods down in South America and something malevolent chasing them. Yes, okay, in the actual film Predator, it's a space alien with a crab face, not Roots the walking tree. Maybe I should have linked this film a bit more with The Evil Dead. Except, spoilers, it isn't quite as much rape. And when I say that, I mean there's actually no rape. We're also finding that Roots talks, and the only thing he says is tree, because just say what you are. He doesn't want any no heightened expectations, no BS. You know what? I'm a tree. So yeah, tree. And there's nobody around knocking about because, as we've mentioned in the previous video, this is an alpha. So my plan on this video is to go explore the waterfall that I can at some point see in the distance. So thanks for sticking with us. What I'm going to do is speed this little bit of the video up because we actually get to the waterfall and then all kind of crazy stuff happens. And I know that's the key bit that you are wanting to see. In the meantime, I can tell you a little story. It was maybe 3 years ago I was convinced I had superpowers. It wasn't a very good superpower. The superpower was it never rained when I left the house. Every time I was outdoors there was no rain. And honestly, this was for a good year. And I live in the northern England and it rains a lot here. But no matter what time I was out, the sun was shining. It did not rain. Yes, that would probably make my superhero name Drought. But then, is that really a superhero? Is that more of a supervillain? Like, unless you pay me £10 billion, I will ensure there's droughts across your fields. So yeah, maybe not the greatest of superheroes, but it genuinely happened. A good 12 months, not a single drop of rain, no matter where I was. Even if it was raining on the way there, as soon as I would get out of the car, I would shirk off this jacket nonsense and say, look, it's going to stop raining, and it would. And it kind of freaked me out a little bit until it just stopped. Not sure what happened for me to lose my powers, but alas they were gone, and I was returned back to just the normal, the gnome. So when somebody tells you maybe I've got a superpower. Don't be so quick to dismiss them. You never know with what leaps of technology. I don't think I was bitten by a radioactive raindrop, but you never know. That would be, maybe that's what acid rain is, a radioactive raindrop. So you're probably wondering when this video will be over, and also when did he actually get to this mysterious waterfall. Well, you're in luck, it's coming up now, and we'll actually get to see some things happening. So you just need to stick with it a little bit longer. So we are here to the waterfall because it's taken us a good 5 minutes of walking inland to find it. And the first thing I do, I go direct there because I'm an idiot. I'm just going to jump into this hole and go, look, hey, splash around. What you will notice above me is some weird kind of markers. There's one with a person, another with a griffin. Who wouldn't know what they're for? And we'll soon find out once I jump up this hill, like the stupid roots tree that I am. Then at this point I've come too far, and then I get lost again. What we have discovered, it does not take me very long to get lost. I can't drive. I nearly get lost in the metro, and that's a real system. But I'll sneak my way around. I've seen what I want. I want to press one of those buttons because I'm a gamer. What could possibly a gamer do other than see the button, then just press it? Oh, now when I press M, I've got an option. I turn into a Ponzi elf, and I waved at something for some unknown reason. I'm not sure why. But look at that, and I do a weird sideways jump roll. It's not quite parkour. Maybe it's elf parkour. It's elf parkour, I think. Let's griffin it up. As we all know, griffins have got wings and the body of a lion. And I'm just trying to fly because I'm an idiot. It turns out they really gave me stuff in this. I'm not really good at it. Oh, see? I feel like the Wright brothers just trying to learn up, find myself a nice big space. And there we go. Oh, and I'm in this. Look at that. Boom. Now, was that worth the wait? Or was that worth the wait? What do you mean no? Look at that, it's beautiful. I'm a griffin and I'm flying. I'm going to go to that floating island because I can. And also at this point I keep clicking buttons I don't need to. I've got like 3 buttons held down, and bit by bit, get a section by section, I just take my finger off of the button and go, oh, maybe I don't need this. And it turns out I don't. I barely even need to use the mouse, I just need a point. And travelling by air lion is far superior to travelling by tree. Anyone who's flown airline before will understand that. The gazelle meal, beautiful. Yeah, that's the best airline joke that I've got. I'm sorry, it's probably just going to get worse the more that I'm an airline. So you'll see, it's quite a pretty game for an indie alpha. It's got some nice depth to the water. There's quite a lot to look around. The draw distance is beautiful. You've got actually quite a fair distance you can look into, and you can fly to each and every one of those locations. There's no invisible walls stopping you. There's no other bollocks gamey stuff. If you want to go there, either by routes or airline, then you can. I'm not sure if the elf will let us, or whether we'd actually have to drown her. Is that such a bad thing? But there's me just trying to just take a power now. What I haven't quite learned is that maybe it's not in the alpha yet, is I'm not quite learning the attack function. I want to go hunting animals. I know that's probably against the point of the game. Sure, the point of the game is let's all work together and nature's awesome and all that kind of rubbish. But no, I want to go eat things as my airline. Am I going to get to the floating island at the end of the video? Probably not, actually. There's no kind of like swoop mechanism or faster way of flying. I'm kind of just randomly mashing buttons to try and find out. So what I wanted to do is get up nice and high and then swoop like an eagle. Or like an airline. So, to the disprovers, there is things to do in this game. Okay, admittedly one of them is just fly around, which at this point I'm quite happy with. Maybe there's a few other players flying around at the same time, we could form some kind of Mighty Ducks flying V, but with air lions. Where's Emilio Estevez? Well, you know, we could probably hire Emilio Estevez. Don't think it's working at the moment. I mean, he's the third best Sheen actor that we know. Actually, fourth best. Michael Sheen's better than him, and I know he's not a technical Sheen. Maybe even fifth with Mr. Sheen, because who doesn't love Mr. Sheen? And oh, actually, I tell you what, we actually are going to get to the end on this video. And yes, what we've kind of discovered is this video is just full of me talking bollocks, whilst I trump bound as a tree and now flying bound as an air lion. But look, there's a shiny thing. Again, a gamer and me. Let's go direct to the shining thing, and it's a nice little hut. And I'm also going to transform, form of a Ponzi elf, and run in my little hut. And that's pretty much the end of this video, to be honest. Hopefully everybody's enjoyed this second look at Wonder. I'm going to see what other mischief I can find. What else I can do. Hi-ya! Ooh, hi-ya! Yeah. Sorry, I found that quite funny. And then, screw this. Let's go back to airline mode, because that is by far the best. Again, took me a little while to fly. So cheers everyone, I'm the Gnome. Catch you on Twitter, and I'll be having more videos of Wonder coming up. Good night.